More than the back with a truck in the front. Smoking no gas, and 5 in the blunt. Popping new tags, it's 1/1. I got them chopsticks, sang on the look. Came out the creek, had to jump out the front.
This is like a riding song.
$2,000 just for the shoes I put on. Spin out and do it 360 for nothing. Freestyling while I got kush on my lung. Crocodile Burberry, that's what I'm on. Paid out the club, that's $250,000.
I really don't know where to end this. I don't know where to end
this. Green like the shooters is already done. Green like the shooters, they already done.
Kick us off, Steve. Let's get it. If you didn't know, now you know. It is I'll Toast to That podcast. And Future just dropped a tape, so we're going to give you the hits, the greatest male toxicity ever. So here we go. This is episode, I'm
25
with these numbers.
25.
Oh, really? 25.
Yeah.
25. Quarter million?
A quarter of 100, right? Yeah, a quarter of a million.
Quarter of a million.
But we here. We back at it. Every Sunday we still back at it. We staying consistent. And I'm Steve.
And I'm Steve.
I'm Steve.
That's Steve. I'm Juan.
Sauce.
Jorge.
And I'm Steve.
I'm Steve.
I'm Steve.
Well, congratulations. Let's start off like that.
Yeah, let's start with congratulations to the grad.
Toast to that.
Yeah.
Toast to that. Boom.
Your Instagram caption was a little weak though. 80 degrees and a degree. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
You could
wasn't there. You need to go back and write it down. You need to go back and get back in the lab and
I'm not doing that.
You didn't ask
delete and
about that
repost
before you posted that, did you?
Nope.
Yeah, you should have hit me for the quote.
You need to delete.
Nah, I'm good. You see the numbers. We do numbers.
I mean, it was a nice picture. But when you scroll down to the caption, it was like,
you'll be all right.
like you hit the crossover. You hit the crossover when you went for the layup, and it was like,
You could have got an extra. You could have got
blocked by the rim.
You got blocked by the rim.
That'd be all right.
Let's talk about
they see the glow up. We here, but yeah, recap this thing.
Recap a few. How you? Since it's your weekend, how you feeling about it?
Yeah, it was perfect. Like I said, 80. Be honest with you, the quote was going to be 80 degrees, master degree. Future just dropped the tape, but no, it's like a perfect. It was like it was the culmination of come outside. Like he made the music to come outside. Definitely the toxicity was there. He got a little. The ladies felt a little bit of what they say. To splurge on your girl a little bit. He's making it, the ladies want to hear that too. I give it 7 to 8 tracks. He got bangers. Some of them you skip though. Not gonna lie to you.
So how many tracks is it? About 12?
Something like that.
It's 21. It's 21 tracks on it.
21 tracks and only 7 are good? That's not a good ratio.
Maybe not 7. That could be low ball in it.
So I'll say out of the 21, I saved 12 tracks out of the 21.
That's more like it.
I saved 12 of the 21 tracks, and then the other ones I skipped.
What's the name of the intro that we just played?
Well, that was an intro. That track was the intro. I got you. That one was hard to choose. That is probably the hardest song on there.
Yeah, and it might be a summer banger right there.
Posted with My Demons is hard too. That whole Posted with My Demons going on is just like a whole.
Everybody on their demon time. What's going on with it?
I don't know.
Nigga, we stuck in the house as demons. As soon as we out the demons out, just like
as soon as we outside, it's still gonna be demon time.
I'm posted in the house with my demons, man.
I will say though, you got to give it to him. Like he's actually been consistent when dropping stuff, whether it's a spaced out or not. He has found he's found how to generate hits, I guess. And he kind of recycled his flows, and some songs sound similar to previous works he's done, previous songs he's done. But he knows how to sell it. I give him that though. But even though it's the same type of flow, melody, he's marketing it, and I mean I can't stop him for selling old shit with new tape.
My man said if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So.
I mean, I fuck with High Tech.
He said he ain't trying to reinvent the wheel out here.
High Tech.
High Tech was like
It was a digital dash
song. Yeah, it was.
Dash.
Like, but maybe I like Digital Dash, so I mean, yeah.
Maybe, but Digital Dash, like if you hear Digital Dash later down the line, like after it dropped, it was like, all right. But when we heard it later down the line, it was like, oh, this shit goes. So I think Hot Tech gonna be one of the ones that grow on us as well. But I wasn't impressed when I first heard it.
And then the other joint is what's it called? One of My. That's my joint too.
I skipped. That's one of the ones I skipped. Too Comfortable is one of mine.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Don't get your ass too comfortable.
So
people were saying he wasn't toxic enough. They felt like this wasn't. Some people were giving it mixed reviews. He wasn't toxic.
No, some toxic one-liners that he said. Choose what's the song? Choose what? Oh, choose one of them. Hard to choose. There you go. He said, "I'm living my best when I'm running through models." I was like, "Oh my god!" And then, what else? Oh, he said, "I live a great life, but I don't want it unless it's toxic." Sheesh, what else he said? He was preaching a couple toxic sermons in there, so definitely it's there.
And then, I mean, he has the Lori Harvey line on.
Yeah, that's where she get hype at, because take me to Jamaica, splurge on me like that. Yeah.
Does she not? I mean, she deserved it. She deserved a line. She deserved a line in a song. So some people was like, "Oh, we don't want to hear this feature. We want to hear when she breaks up with him," which I think is going to be a crazy album when that does happen. Unfortunately,
I don't think he invested that much.
Happy. People don't like to see you happy. People don't like seeing.
Sure, people make the best music when they heartbroken.
When they going through something.
Well, that's because everybody can relate to being heartbroken. A lot of people can't relate to being in a relationship or in love. So that's probably the reason why.
Wait, what?
I was going to let him go. I was going to let him go.
Wait.
Okay, yeah.
In order to get your heart broken, you have to be invested with your feelings some way or another, whether it's love or just feelings or a significant other. So you have to.
Well, you don't have to have a significant other to get your heart broken. You could be smashing a chick and she think y'all in a relationship, but she can get her heart broken and you never really.
I agree with that one. I'm glad you. I like the way you.
I mean,
I came here to fucking cast, dog. I came here to pie. What y'all talking about? Let me get it. What y'all talking about? I came ready. All right.
Take your glass off. Get some drink in your system.
Okay, that's cute.
What else we got?
Just saying. So,
how was your
weekend? Rate the album?
Your graduation weekend?
Sorry,
my fault. We still on the album. Go ahead.
Yeah, what do y'all rate the album? And what do you rate the album, and then where do you rate it in his discography? That's two questions in one.
Ooh.
The album's going to make it through the. Oh God.
Go ahead.
The album's going to make it through the summer for sure. Like as soon as we get free, that's going to be. I think it's. Yeah, it'll make it to next. What's it called? Next spring.
So next year, it's gonna make it to next year. Okay,
make it there for sure.
I think it's too early to compare it to the rest of his work, in my opinion. Like we can rate the album. Like I give it a 7 right now, but I think it's too early, and it's too early in our listen to rate it to the rest of his shit. You know what I'm saying? Dirty Sprite and all that. It's too early for that.
Mm-hmm. I say 12 if I like 12 out of 21 tracks, I give it's about a 7.5, 8 to me. I'm gonna revisit it. I think it's one of the good albums. I would like to, riding around when it was nice outside this weekend with it just felt great. So I can't wait till being out, like I'm riding to a day party or a brunch or something, and that's it.
Definitely. He made that feeling. He made it's like sunroof, top back, closer to God type music.
Yeah.
I give it that. So yeah, he'll make it to the winter for sure. He'll make it to next spring, definitely. Yeah.
I would have threw this on a couple of these joints would have made it to the playlist for Vegas. A couple of them joints would have.
Yeah, definitely. Most definitely. Definitely. Oh man. What else? It's not 80 degrees today. It doesn't feel the same. We got one good ass day of 80.
Now Friday was good too. We had Friday and Saturday. We had both.
That is true.
I don't know. I'm in the South, so it's 80 out this bitch.
While we're on music, anybody heard Will Smith's verse? The new Will Smith verse.
I did.
I did.
He was getting jiggy on it. My man was ready. My man Will had the pen and the pad ready, or whoever.
Is anybody still checking for Will Smith verse?
Yeah, I think a lot of people. I mean, shit, a lot of people.
I think on that individual song. I think on that individual song they were, but I'm not. You talking about like as a whole? No, because I don't really see him being a rapper anymore. I feel like he's an actor at this point.
Yeah, but it's always good to be like surprised, but like, yo, can he? You know, you just want to know sometimes, like,
right.
Okay.
What song was it?
So Joyner Lucas wrote a song called Will, and then he had a video where he dressed up.
It was basically just a tribute to Will Smith and like the impact that he made on his life, basically.
Okay.
And then Will got on the remix and had a verse, and the verse was pretty dope.
Oh, so if we was podding, we would play that snippet, huh? I guess we ain't podding. Shout out to the engineer.
I guess we'll play Will's part. But Will said he started the jiggy. He started this whole jiggy shit, and you got to give it to him. He did. Niggas was fucking with Will.
Get in jiggy, and jiggy, two different things.
I'm about to say,
what's the difference?
He talking about?
Getting jiggy.
Get it.
Being jiggy.
Nah. Like I'm getting jiggy with it. Nah, I'm a jiggy. Nah. I don't see the correlation, but I don't either.
You might need to go close to the speaker. Sound like a.
It's okay.
Sound like a Pitbull track right now.
Pitbull. Hey, yo, where is Pitbull?
Pitbull still making classics, bro.
Yeah.
Classic Spanish music.
I can't hear none of this.
Okay, we can hear it, but it was check it out. It was a decent verse. It was a pretty good verse.
So, lit toasters, if you have a chance, please go check out the Will Smith's verse on Joyner Lucas's track called Will, and give us your feedback and your thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you. In other music news, the battle of the 2000s happened last night. Nelly versus Luda. So I would like to retract some of my statements from last weekend.
No, what did you say first? What did you say first?
Don't retract anything.
And then retract.
That's
what presidential people do too. Like, so we're gonna note your first statement, and then we're gonna note your second statement. So put it on record right now. Go ahead.
I said something. I think we all said it. I'm bringing us
on. Don't
6ix9ine in this shit.
Don't put me your negative Nancy.
I'm 6ix9ine in this shit. We all said that Luda was going to spank Nelly. He's going to and I think Nelly really got some hits though.
No,
Nelly got some bad Wi-Fi, but he also got some hits.
Luda watched Nelly.
Well, he was in St. Louis. It was storming there last night.
It was storming. Black people can't give nobody a chance on.
Nope,
hell no.
Nelly Riley, right? Is it Nelly Riley?
Yeah, Nelly Riley.
Luda watched Nelly. I don't care what y'all say.
Nelly had some
he definitely did.
Choice, but no, he missed a lot of great songs he had, and there was a lot.
All right, so I didn't watch it personally.
Okay, so first
I was busy.
Let's just go to the scorecard. First round.
What you got?
Like a box.
Welcome to Atlanta versus Nelly and Jazzy Faye. Nah.
Okay, welcome to Atlanta. Got it.
Welcome to Atlanta.
I'm going nah.
We look like you look like you going.
You look like nah.
You getting jiggy with it? You still getting jiggy with it?
Nah was it? Okay.
All right. So
second round, I'm gonna give it a tie. P Poppin versus Tip Drill.
That's a tie.
Pussy Poppin' is a better song.
Better song, but
Pussy Poppin' is a better song. Tip Drill's the better video.
Yeah, and the video is what made it a cult classic. So I'm gonna just tie.
I mean, that's where you learn to write a credit card. You know,
I agree.
Yeah, I give it a tie as well. That was a good matchup.
So round 3.
My Chick Bad versus Pimp Juice.
Pimp
Juice
got it.
Pimp
Juice got that dream.
Yeah.
You all right? Use a hoe versus Flap Your Wings.
Use a hoe. Come on now.
Use a hoe.
Use a hoe. Hoes is your friends. Hoes is your enemies.
Hoes all around me. Hoes are your enemies.
Like classic verse.
That's what I'm saying. That nigga was creative with his bars. Like, that was a creative ass fucking hoe song, boy.
Right.
It wasn't really that creative. I mean, I felt like anybody could have wrote, hoes are your friends, hoes are your enemy. You wrote that down in your notebook. Like, I mean, it's not the, whoa, mind-blowing thing. Hoes are your friends, and hoes can be your enemies. But, I mean.
Right. Anyway, go to round 6, whatever you want.
5.
Round 4.
Saturday versus Ride With Me.
Ride with me.
Come on, take a ride with me.
I'm gonna say this is I love both.
It's not a tie. It's not a tie.
Ride With Me is a better song, but I like Saturday too. So it's a tie. For
Saturday
me.
got too much. Because Saturday got so much airplay. That's why I used to.
Saturday.
That joint was.
What's your fantasy versus country grammar?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Country grammar wins. When's the last time you heard What's Your Fantasy at a club? You can still go to a bar, especially a white bar, and hear country grammar.
That's a tie. That's a.
I go country grammar.
I would go. Honestly, I'd go Ride With Me. To be honest with you.
What's your fantasy? All right.
I said Ride With Me.
It wasn't.
That was the question before. We were talking about country grammar.
Oh, my bad. I was.
Different round.
Hey, move your tassel to the other side. Yeah, we're back to the.
You graduated. Move it over.
Move back over. Roll Out versus. This is where Nelly started. I don't know. He just started playing shit. Some niggas didn't know. Roll Out versus Nelly and Ashanti, Body on Me. It's gonna be Roll Out.
What is that?
Okay, so Splash Waterfalls, but it wasn't the remix. It wasn't the remix. It's the regular version. And then Nelly and Jaheim, My Place.
Splash Waterfalls.
Splash Waterfalls.
Still, it's not the. Nah, I might go My Place.
What?
If it was the remix, then I'm gonna give it.
It doesn't have to be the remix.
Nah, the remix is something that was special. No one really fucks with the record. All right, Ludacris and Sierra O, and then it's Notorious B.I.G. Nelly, Nasty Girl.
I give O.
I'm going O. I'm going O.
I'm going Nasty Girl. I'm being good, y'all.
And be honest with you, it's just because I like the old school Chevy in the video. Be honest with you.
Okay. All right. So next is a remix, Made You Look remix versus Rock the Mic remix.
All right, I don't care.
Oh, it's a tie. It's a tie.
I'm gonna go Made You Look remix.
Wait, this one? How many? This one 20 rounds?
Yeah, we almost done. Shorty Low, They Know remix.
Ooh, nah.
That's already a win, nigga. That's
above reproach. It's above reproach. Like,
nigga, that was a way versus some song Nelly played and no one knew. Literally, the comments was like, "What's the song? What is the song? I've never heard this shit." It's called 100 Stacks. No one knew what the fuck 100 Stacks was. So
you playing on Murphy Lee or something? Shit, I need to.
I know.
Where the party at? All right, so this is a good one.
Where the
party's at versus
Where the party at versus
Yeah.
What is
Yeah, Usher, Ludacris, and Lil Jon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna take Where the Party at.
Thank you.
I'm gonna take Where the Party at.
I hate to this day. I hated it when it came out, and I hate it still. The only good thing about is the Hitch movie and that dancing scene to it. I literally hate is not a good song. It's like the most white black pop song. Like it was like that pop phase.
That's exactly.
But it had the most longevity. It has the most longevity.
Nah, you
still hear that.
Where the Party comes at every wedding, every reception, it's gonna get played. Where the Party at?
Only in those venues. But if you play you hear almost anywhere.
You hear almost in the grocery store. Be honest with you, I'm loud.
It sounds like doo doo. It wasn't that fucking. I hate that shit. Oh my God.
Done been in movies and everything.
Yeah, that shit is you grabbing your eggs in the morning.
All right, Stand Up versus Grills.
What versus Grills?
Stand Up.
Let me see your
Grills. Grills.
Yeah, it might be Grills.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tie this one. If I move, you move, just like that. That's Stand Up.
Nah.
Yeah,
I'll take Grills.
Okay, Air Force Ones versus Southern Hospitality.
Air Force
Southern Hospitality.
Yeah,
Air Force
I'm taking Southern Hospitality.
Southern Hospitality, definitely.
Air Force
Boom,
One.
boom.
What? I don't know.
Nah.
This is a tie for me too. I don't know. I'm tired of shit. All right.
Cadillac grills, Cadillac spills.
Look at the oil my Cadillac spill. Hey, yo, come on. All right. Rap, some of these verses are.
These some nursery rhymes.
Look at the oil my Cadillac
my
spill.
Cadillac
Nigga,
spills.
you need to go to Jiffy Lube, nigga. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like.
20-inch ride, 20-inch high.
Girl, don't you love
like
my girl? I love those 20-inch stuff.
Yeah,
nursery rhymes.
All I do is win and then shake your tail feather.
Shake your tail.
Shake your tail feather.
All right. EI versus Moneymaker.
EI.
Oh, well, this was the unreleased version of Moneymaker, which had Nelly on it.
What?
Nigga played something with his opponent in it. Right?
Yeah, he did. Hide Here versus Move Bitch.
Move Bitch.
Hide Here.
Yeah, Hide Here.
I'm taking Move.
Nigga, it was a whole song about getting bitches out their clothes, nigga.
Right.
Turning up the heat in their house in the summertime.
It's something about Move Bitch though. Like
it's a fucking Mystical's fucking verse. That is probably
that's the only thing about it. Yeah.
Here I come. Here I come.
Here I go.
Jump, bitch.
Bitch.
I would have loved to see if he was that a freestyle or did he just write that literally in his book? Like, yo, how should I start this off? Like, I would love to be in the studio with some of these niggas. Like, hey, yo, how should I start this shit off, nigga? I don't know. Here I come.
You see the headlights. You see the headlights. You see them fucking go.
So, one of the best ways to start off a verse. Lovers and Friends versus Dilemma.
Lovers and Friends.
Friends.
So, there was 3 songs that we played that no one knew that we went through. When he could have played Batter Up, he could have played Midwest Swing. He could play Number One over and over again.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like I ain't hear none of that.
Yeah. So it was he didn't have a good, he didn't pick.
His track list wasn't there.
Yeah.
His track list was terrible. His internet was terrible.
Damn.
So y'all black people will never let anyone be great.
Right.
At all.
It's storming outside. You know how it is.
Yeah, he can't control the weather.
What, he got satellite? Nigga? You better get some
niggas did say what? Somebody was like, hey, yo, he got to put the Band-Aid on to get his Wi-Fi right.
Right. I said, yo, he had the whole lunatics. Everybody got the Wi-Fi passcode in that motherfucker. Like, damn.
Hey, yo,
down the damn
I felt like Murphy Lee never got his chance. It was certain niggas that should have,
Man, never. And I feel like he probably was the hottest one out of all of them. And he never got his chance.
Nigga.
He never had a solo album.
He did. Nah, he did.
He did have a solo album. It just wasn't. It didn't
That's where the hook gonna be was on.
That's how. What's your boy from Boys in the Hood? Jody Breeze. I feel like Jody Breeze should have got his shit.
Yeah, it's a lot of niggas that never they were supposed to be the next niggas up, and they just fumble. Lloyd Banks
never made it.
Who else? There's a couple. Cassidy really never he.
Sean, what's your boy name? Sean, that went to jail.
Oh, Sean.
With the raspy voice.
Yeah,
Sean.
A lot of niggas that
I feel like he should have made it too.
Fumble that did they were supposed to be the next ones.
He took that bid, man.
Man, he should be out by now. Shit.
I think he got deported. He got deported. I think.
Deported. He got deported.
Yeah. He wasn't deported. Yeah, he wasn't originally born here, so he got deported.
Oh, okay. But yeah, it's a lot of people that ain't got they break.
Yeah, well, no, they got their break. They didn't take fucking Jules Santana, another fumble. That nigga, he was running with Wayne.
Yeah,
he did. He was I had high expectations for Juelz because he was.
Juelz was a talent, bro. He was. A
I feel like Juelz was better than all them out the clique, for real.
He was. To be honest. He was. He was better than Jim Jones.
Yeah, he definitely was.
He was better than Cam and everything. I was arguing with some old niggas last night about that.
He better than Freaky Zeke.
Way better than Freaky Zeke.
Yes, he was better than Freaky. Yes.
Hey, he probably had the best ad lib. Freaky.
Yo. Yeah, I think it's between Juelz and Murphy Lee as the worst fumbles to me. Damn, y'all niggas was supposed to be up next. Y'all had the ball right in your hand and
Juelz doing the label right now.
The label didn't get that ROI on that investment.
For sure.
Hey.
Nigga graduated with his master's degree and they talking ROI.
Stop going up like a crescendo,
Stop
nigga.
going up, nigga.
You know this nigga praying for the student loan debt relief right now.
Hey, boy.
Absolutely.
Boy.
Shit, nigga, I am too. 10K off.
Let me go. Let me go.
And you get a solid
free.
year.
I dare you. Set me free.
10,000 off a solid year of no interest to your stuff.
I dare you. Get me lit.
Get me lit.
I feel like everybody should want that.
I mean, yeah, everybody should want it. Or
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't like the fact that they took the fact if you have a kid from 500 to 1,200. So people that got kids
just trying to claim, nigga.
They about to rack up.
They like, yeah.
You see, I'm on the front porch. I'm in the hood right now. They walking up and down the street trying to sell kids. Shit.
Yeah, that's crazy. Hey, yo, it definitely looked like he about to do the Jeezy Charlemagne interview right now.
Hiding the rest of the yams in my auntie house.
Yo.
Oh, man.
Yes, sir.
That's
good to be on the stoop. That boy on the stoop.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
What else happened this week? Y'all hear? Y'all seen Boosie's video?
His video or
not his video? The altercation. Yeah, let me see if I can.
The quote that he stated about having a.
Hey, George, get a breakdown. George, get a breakdown of it. What happened?
I can play it. Either one.
Are you gonna play it?
If you have it, you can play it, and I'll start the.
Oh yeah.
The combo.
Yeah. Hold on, let me go to our chat.
That's awesome. We producing today.
Are we?
I mean, we're a little laggy, but it's all right.
You know,
I'm training them boys right.
Comes with the territory.
Oh, can you hear?
I'm training them boys right. Asking them my nephew. Asking them. Ask my son. Yeah. They were 12, 13. They got it. Yeah. That's how it's supposed to be. Yeah. Hell yeah, I got my son. Right.
You playing the clean version?
So if you didn't hear it, he was basically saying how he got his son at 12, 13, he got his son and his nephews to have oral sex from a older woman.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I did read about this actually. Okay. So how do we feel about this? This is actually a good thing because it's a male perspective, so I feel like our comments would be a little more valid than a different type of relationship, a father-daughter relationship. So yeah, I'm interested to hear y'all opinions about a father to son relationship and his parenting. What do you think?
I don't personally agree with it.
I think he shouldn't have publicized it. Like, I think that as a man, we do want to expose our kids to shit early, or, you know, so when they do go off and be out the house without me, then they're able to handle or maneuver certain situations. But I feel like he shouldn't have publicized that. And I feel like that 12 may have been a little too early to be trying to get that man some head or some ass or whatever from an older woman. Like, he should have, you know, maybe 15, 16, slide that man a stripper or some shit, you know? So that's my opinion.
That's what my thing was. I feel like 12 and 13 is a little early. Steve, remember, like, we were talking about it, you know, before the pod or whatever, and you were like, I was trying to think back to like where my head was when I was 12 or 13, and yeah, I knew I liked girls or whatever, and you know, like, you were infatuated by, you know what I'm saying, all the little shit, like some, you know, some boobs, panties, whatever. But I don't think I would have at that age. I felt like it would have been more like of a shock, and I wouldn't have really like even understood what the hell was going on.
Okay.
I mean, not if he's already, if he know his son is already trying to experiment, or if he has that open communication with his son where he's, you know, talking to him about, you know, what he liked or whatever. But I think the way Boosie was trying to handle it was like, nah, I got them niggas some head to make sure them niggas ain't gonna be gay. And it's
that's
like,
right. That's what I got out of
like. He's saying I'm training them. I'm making sure. Well, let me, I guess, give my opinion. I feel like, would you do this if you had daughters? Would you do this to your daughter at 12, 13? No, right? So why does it make it different if it's a son?
Because it's a double standard. It's a double standard. Just okay. To your point, like I was saying, this is the second time we've seen like a publicized father, parent and child relationship get out there in the public. The first was T.I. and Deja.
T.I.
Now this.
Yeah.
Now this one.
Third, you count D Wade because this kind of parallels.
Okay.
D-Wade,
Okay. But it's
now.
a different dynamic. Okay. That part is a different. That's a whole different one. But the father to son, father to daughter dynamic is a whole different thing. And that was your question. Would you do this? Would you feel the same way if this was a daughter? And of course you cannot, because you have to handle and parent a daughter a different way than you would handle and parent a son. And then personally, I feel, this is just personally, I don't have a child yet, but I don't think it's the right move for him. Like the quote of giving a man a fish for a day and feeding him, which is, I teach you and you learn how to feed yourself. That's not like he's feeding his son. He's not teaching him how to do this on his own. So later on down the road, what happens? What is he going to do then? He's going to be, you're going to expect these things rather than to do it yourself and go out there and maneuver for yourself.
Well, I see what you're saying. I mean, it also it teaches them. It doesn't really teach him anything because he's not teaching him how to respect women or anything like that.
Right.
Definitely.
At the same time, it's like, right, at 12 years old, who did his son ask for this? Like, I mean, at the end of the day, and then you put this out publicly, you could be at the risk of like losing your kid, like, or something like shit like that. Somebody, you know,
and not only
that,
that,
ain't got nothing but time right now, nigga. Everybody in the house, so.
And not only that, but okay, cool. The Boosie is a father. He would like this. He would like to steer his son in this direction, but that's just your opinion. That's just your perspective. What about your mother? What about your son's mother's opinion? Like, I feel like that's valid. That's warranted. Maybe her son does not want to go. Maybe she does not want her son to experiment with this thing right at this moment. And I just felt like he just kind of like bombarded the situation, like, and just took over it. But I don't know their dynamic. But
I mean, we don't. Oh, go ahead, on.
But the son-father relationship compared to the mother-daughter relationship is similar. Like, yes, we probably, trying to get our son some sex or whatever. The daughter and mother relationship, they're trying to, like, if she comes to her mother and say, hey, I'm having sex, she may put her on birth control and we don't even know it. So it's like, it's kind of a correlation the same way. Like, we may confide as a man into our fathers the way that daughters confide into the relationship with their mother. So in my opinion, I feel like, he probably had the conversation with his son about, sex or whatever, and his son wanted to experiment, and that's why he went ahead and did what he did. I just feel like if you did that, fine, brother. That's you and your relationship with your son, but don't publicize that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but at 12, even if he was interested in sex at 12, I'm not gonna tell my son, all right, we can talk about it, but you don't need to be doing it at 12. You don't need to be.
I mean, you're not gonna stop a child. You're not gonna stop a kid from doing what they want. If anything, you just want to guide that child into the right way. I don't think the way he did it was right, but I want to say.
But what grown? Go ahead. Yeah, go finish.
Oh, well, I just want to say. Go ahead, George.
I guess the thing I look at it too is you open yourself up to a lot of different things, like exposing your kid or having that happen that early. And I can speak on this from a friend of mine who had sex a lot earlier, you know what I'm saying, than the rest of us did. Like, he lost his virginity at 13. And even now at 32, like, he's experienced, like, you know what I'm saying, mental issues with that, where he uses basically like sex or repeated sex as like a coping mechanism instead of necessarily trying to deal with what he has going on. So it's like when you subject your child to that, you're opening up a completely different can of worms that I don't even think a lot of people don't expect to.
But it's not my job as a parent to get my child laid. It's my job as a parent to teach them how to maneuver to get this. That's how I feel about this. And can it be crippling? Can it be a side effect? You're right. You mentioned side effects. I'm doing this. I'm providing you with this. But what happens when you get in the real world and get a rejection? You face rejection. How do you bounce back? How do you resolve? How do you problem solve that on your own rather than getting something basically fed to you? And that's, like you said, it's deeper than rap. It's deeper than
It's deeper than rap. All right.
You like
he
that
goes
one.
so he goes so intelligent
And then just veer
Right.
the fuck off.
And
Yeah.
then right-
when,
and then
when he gets
right
lost,
back.
he goes to ratchet shit. But okay, so
Go.
what about no one's even speaking about like there's a grown ass woman that agreed or got paid to give a 12-year-old
nigga, money talks.
I
Like,
mean,
done
money
seen-
talks
I mean,
these days. But
I done
look
seen
how
him
many
do less
people-
for money.
I know, but you can see where that person's mind is at, and
Right,
that's
I mean-
sad in its own. Like where her
How
mind
Where's
many
is.
their mind at?
only
Where's their
pages we
mind
got
at?
now?
Nigga, it's not morally. Her mind is not morally just. It's not
I
morally
don't know.
right.
I was exposed to. I was exposed to shit early, so I
Okay, how early?
we started drinking and smoking when we was like 12, 13. I had sex my first, I lost my virginity at 14. You know what I'm saying? So, and I wish I would have had the guidance to be like, all right, this is how I need to do it or whatever. I'm not saying I needed my dad or nobody to set it up for me, but that's why I don't agree with it. Don't set it up for me. Let me be able to maneuver, but teach me also what I need to do to have sex or to talk to a woman and to have
like
or a girl.
Your first time.
It's a
Definitely
Okay.
definitely trap.
It was a skill, like you said. It's something you learn. It's an innate attribute, rather than you don't learn how to talk to somebody to hopefully get to this point if you just getting provided this. Like, what are you going to do when you need to talk to somebody? I don't know.
I mean, it is a little crippling, but also social media has crippled us from dating and being able to converse with a woman face to face. So everything is crippling at this point. At some point, you just got to be able to maneuver your environment, So we grew up in the era where social media had just started, but we was able to already have the communicative skills to talk to a woman. These kids nowadays, all they got to do is shoot a DM and do this with their fingers. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have to have any game, any skill, any finesse anymore. We had to have that shit. So the boy's already crippled, if you want to say that. That's my point.
True.
I mean, there's no work has to get done. Everything it's I guess what is the easy way to go about things, or everybody wants like that instant gratification. So I feel like that's the difference in terms of like if you look at kind of like how we grew up and then kind of like how the generation behind us is coming in.
I do find it funny that he was very judgmental on D Wade's family,
and that's why
comes out with this, and now
that's why I feel like this is more of like we said before, like, oh, I'm gonna make sure that my son, you know what I'm saying, my son and my nephew aren't gay. Like, I feel like that's exactly what that is pushing towards.
It's also
I feel like Boosie. Somebody need to take Boosie phone. Like, just take your phone, bro. Just do your little titty. Do your what is it? Titty Tuesday. Do your Titty Tuesday. Titty
he
Monday.
trying to say like he ain't know what it was though. Do your little what they call it, Titty Tuesday? Nah,
Titty Tuesday.
Wait a minute, you know exactly what Titty Tuesday is called, bro.
Just stay away from topics, from serious topics on the internet, Boosie. That's my advice to you. Like, have a little fun and get your ass off of Instagram and off of these social media platforms, because you're gonna keep giving us content and we're gonna keep roasting your ass.
So then I seen a meme and go to toxicity. Would you rather have your children around D Wade or Boosie? I was like, damn, that's fucked up.
Shit, that's fucked up.
What?
Yes. The internet is a cruel place. The internet is a cruel place.
I'm not even gonna comment on this.
I'm not
getting me. You're not getting me. Yo, you're not getting me.
You're not gonna bait me into that. No bait into that.
But you was gonna take the bait earlier.
Oh yeah, I was gonna take the bait earlier.
You was gonna take the bait earlier.
You know what's so funny is, like, so yesterday I went hiking with like 2 other people, and like it's funny that like because my wife, she didn't want me to really go out at first. She was worried and shit. Like, bro, we ain't touch, we didn't do nothing. We had hand sanitizer, we had masks on, like we weren't close. And it's just like I find it funny that most women are like, when you're in a relationship, they're the ones worried and shit like that. And it's like, look, I'm gonna be all right, relax, like. And then now we gotta have problems. I'm already in the house with you, so like I'm just trying to come home and sleep.
I understand you, brother. Like, I had to damn near argue to be able to come home this weekend, come back to North Carolina this weekend. So It's gonna be an argument the whole ride back, and
Damn. Hey, those are the ones that arguing the ride back. When it's a long ride back, like shit, you know.
Yeah, man, I just turn the music up.
But then now sometimes the music be speaking into the argument, and you gotta like it be speaking to her side sometimes, or it be speaking to your side. So you just gotta like shit, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be a quiet time, and then about this.
Don't be arguing about no bitch,
Right.
and then be like, yeah, I just fucked that bitch you hate, and it'd be like, then she look over you like,
Mhm.
shit, damn, nigga, next song.
Can't even enjoy the song.
Yeah, can't
My favorite jam. What else we got on the docket?
What else?
Ain't nothing really been happening this week. It's been quiet.
Yeah, I mean, it was a quiet week. I mean, shit. Yeah.
So are y'all gonna risk it all next week? Memorial Day?
I'm going out. I'm going out. Ain't gonna be shit. Ain't gonna really be shit to do, but I'm gonna be outside. If it's nice, I'm gonna be at least outside.
I'm looking for a barbecue or something.
Nah,
Somebody
I don't trust it that much. I don't need to be that close. I'll bring my own food. I don't need to.
I mean, usually at a cookout, you bring your own bottle.
On hookah, on cups.
You bring your own bottle anyway to a cookout. Like that's like an understood rule. So then, what's the difference? I mean, we could just do it from a distance, I guess. Get you a little lawn chair, set up shop, get it like you said, the hookah, and then you parlay, post up. Shit, if I could do that shit on the street.
I'm trying to tell you, one more hot weekend in DC, it's a wrap. Like,
well, nah, people were outside in DC, like at the like parks and shit. I mean, people were spaced out, but like they were out.
Yeah, they were spaced out.
But yeah, but they were
out. They out
outside. Shit, I'm not gonna miss a nice day in the house.
Who gonna stay? Yeah. Who gonna stay in the house under a stay-at-home order when it's fucking 80?
So if I called you and said I'm having a backyard barbecue, you're not pulling up?
I'm sliding through
there. How many people are there?
Huh?
Who is there and how many people is there?
What?
Yeah, I need to know these. I'm like, nah.
I'm gonna tell you, we under 10.
Shit. Yeah, for the first 30.
It's outside.
He said for the first 30.
Yeah, it's outside. Outside.
Don't nobody touch me. I'm gonna be in my own.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's what I'm looking forward to. The first outside kickback, but then the kickback just get too big unexpectedly. Like they tell their people, tell their people. But yet
that's what's gonna happen.
Everybody's still like you just gotta have enough space. You just gotta have enough space to be away from people but close to people at the same time. People gotta invest in these lawn chairs, to be honest with you. These little portable cookout tailgate grills.
I got one. I keep one in my trunk. I got one in the trunk.
That's what it is.
How is it gonna be talking to females or trying to talk to a female with you know what I'm saying, with a mask on, or trying to stay 6 feet from her but holler at her from across the fucking room?
I just did that with
gotta learn sign language.
It's mad funny because I be in the grocery store, you see like a cute girl, you be like, damn, what her face look like? Because all you see is yeah, you can't.
Real trying to gain everything from the eyes up.
Yeah. Oh man.
The eyebrow girl ain't open, so everybody.
Hey yo, yeah, it's some chicks with the uni out here.
Nah, you gotta start reading body language. Start reading their body language.
The body,
see if they're inviting or not.
Body language is stay 6 feet away.
Yeah. What's their body language?
You got to read from here up.
You gotta read the wrinkle in the forehead. If you read the wrinkle right here.
Dating device. Okay.
This is sick.
COVID dating device. You only get it here at the outpost of that podcast.
That's where it starts. That's where it starts.
We drop jewels for you.
Yeah, CNN ain't got shit on Altos to that.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Damn. Insecure.
Oh yeah.
So she finally
give me your thoughts.
She finally had the block party. It was a successful event.
Yeah.
So if you remember,
she was nervous.
Yeah, she was very nervous. She didn't have who was supposed to, Schoolboy Q was supposed to be the headliner. He backed out. So she got Vince Staples to come.
Yep.
But how did she get them? How did she get Vince Staples? That's a very pivotal point.
She got Vince Staples through Molly's boyfriend.
Well, you gotta go back. So she asked Molly to do her a favor because her boyfriend is in the industry and was trying to get some talent after Schoolboy Q basically canceled on her. So instead of Molly, didn't want to do her that favor because she didn't want to jeopardize her relationship in that situation. So she went through another mutual friend of Molly and Molly's boyfriend or whatever, and was able to get Vince Staples. So towards the end of the block party, it was revealed how she got Vince Staples to even come to the party. One, by the boyfriend accidentally, and then she confronted Issa at the block party during her event. I want to hear y'all thoughts.
I think it comes down. I don't think. Well, I don't even know the Asian dude's name, but I think he has nothing. He should not be blamed for this at all. He had a good heart, good intention, and he did not know all the background information. So he doesn't deserve that stray bullet. Molly, Issa, this is as a event planner, as somebody who's putting on a show, which is a business. I feel like you are strategic and you are using all avenues, all resources to put on a successful event. That's just like having a cookout and not doing the right preparation. Is she at fault?
Who is she? Issa?
Yes.
No.
You saying Issa's at fault?
Issa, I do not I see what she did, but I understand. But she also asked for permission. Like, can I do this? And you got a black and white answer. No. Don't use it.
When she asked Molly, can you ask your boyfriend?
Can you ask? Yeah.
And she said, no, I don't feel comfortable asking him for it. Okay, cool. Sorry. You don't want to do that. I'm going to go another route to get to him. You didn't say, no, I don't want you working with him or anything. You said, I just don't feel comfortable asking with him.
Okay.
But you having a good time at the
I missed that part.
This thing. You got in for free. You in VEP. You having a good time. You want to support me now that I did do the work, but I did get help. If you never knew that he helped me, you would have still like, oh shit, this is a great event.
Right.
He wasn't tripping. The one thing he said is, oh yeah, I just sent the email. That's it. This nigga didn't do that much.
Took me 10 minutes.
Yeah. Like, all right, I just sent it. He might have owed me one. Vince already owed me one. It's cool.
My thing was Molly was wrong for confronting Issa at her own event, where that conversation could have been held like later on, especially like after you already like feel some type of way and emotions is rising or whatever. Like, wait and have that conversation later about how you use my boyfriend, whatever, right? But also, I think Molly was wrong because it wasn't that big of a deal. Like, you already told me that you didn't want to jeopardize your relationship, but you never told me to not reach out to him in a different way or not pursue that avenue. You just said, I didn't want to do it because of my relationship. And I feel like Issa respected that. She respected that was her relationship, and so she went through another friend. But I feel like Molly was not being supportive. They have already had tension between them throughout the season, and
this is a straw that broke the camel's back.
Exactly, they never addressed that.
For Molly,
right, for both of them, really, because neither one of them had. Issa had issues with Molly, and Molly had issues with Issa, but neither one of them had the conversation. So
it was about to be swept under the rug, as you can from the block party where they're all key and giddy. But and then this happened. This transpires, and then that's where the straw breaks the camel's back. And you're right. I don't think that was not the right opportunity or the time, the venue, or the place to have this kind of conversation. She's like, you want to do this at my event? Like, I would have. You gotta, like a day later.
Like, looking at it, if I was Issa, like, I would be pissed. Like, you want to do this at my event while I'm trying to celebrate, and I just had a successful event. And now you want to come and fucking ruin my whole mood? Like, that's not been a good friend.
I took the time. I've been stressing for months about this event. You know how it's probably very hard to pull off some shit like that. It's very hard to pull events out like that. And
did it remind you of Broccoli City Fest? Like the first two, maybe, like how it started off? But I'm sorry, I'm sidetracking. But
it does.
It reminded me of that how they first started. But go ahead.
Yeah, it definitely. It does remind me of that. But yeah, like those events are hard to pull off. It's a lot of work that goes into it, especially. And then you have a headliner. That's the main reason people are coming or buying tickets, and then they drop out, and then you gotta. I ask you for one thing, and then you would. It's like
one thing.
It just ask him. If he would have said, even if he would have said no, cool. All right, I didn't lose anything. I'll still go another route. But like shit, he didn't think it was a big deal. Why are you thinking it's such a big deal? For a nigga, you ain't even dating that long. You ain't even been with this nigga that long. You know me for years as your friend, but you only been dating this nigga for maybe a couple months.
Regardless, she should have just did it off the jump. Like let this be a fake. Like who cares? You just done it off the jump.
Well, she said. I mean, the key thing, which she is kind of right. She's always been saving Issa, and after a while,
she said she called her a user. Yeah.
You're tired of somebody like, oh, I always got to be here for you. I always like that could be very tiring.
I always got to bail you out. Like I always got to help you out. But to put her hand in her face, black people, that's fighting. You put your hand.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, there's no questions after that. You just hands
that
down.
Gun shit was stupid. I hated how it ended. That gun shit, like, oh, it's a gun. Yeah. Like that was.
It's funny though.
That was terrible writing. That was terrible writing, though.
I ain't gonna say that was terrible writing.
That was terrible.
That's ideal for Cali.
Shit, for a lot of places, New York, Cali.
But she didn't really pull it. She just had her hand.
Chicago.
If anything, people would have pulled out their phones like, "Oh shit, they about to fight." Like I think that would have happened first.
That's what's wrong with the generation we with now. Like,
instead of stopping
their phone out and record,
everybody want to record. Yep.
Tyrell, part of a different generation. Sorry,
I'm part of the same generation as you, but okay.
I can't tell.
So where do you think they go from here? There's a new episode tonight. Where do you think they go from here? I think it's really over with them. I think Condoza.
Too much pride. Too much. Like one wants to reach out, but the other one wants her to reach out, and then vice versa. So it's just gonna run its course that way.
I think that new girl that's
she almost a fuck nigga too though.
Yeah, she was a fuck. Yeah, she was. I forgot about that. She is really a fuck. She fucked up shit too. The new girl Condoza.
Canola.
I texted you for help.
Canola oil.
Canola.
All right, so think about Canola. Let's talk about the Canola and Lawrence relationship. How do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel? Because she basically said, "Nigga, you invited yourself to Thanksgiving. I ain't invite you to Thanksgiving."
That was rude. That was rude. First of all,
true. And he prompted with the questions like, where are we going? Like he sounded really.
He's invested. Emotionally invested.
He wanted to get it clarity.
He was soft. Niggas can't have emotions.
I'm not gonna say that. You can have emotions on that shit, but like he had just got out of a relationship. She had just got a divorce. In my mind, well, logically, I'm thinking like I'm relaxing. We're just gonna take this. We're gonna go with the flow on this one. We're not gonna try to put any labels, any titles on it. And I get it. Like he probably really liked her and decided that she was a good fit for him or whatever. But I feel like they should have had this conversation before Thanksgiving. And then the way that she said, "Nigga, you invited yourself," is kind of like, bitch, that's kind of rude. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, that's
square the fuck up. You know what I mean?
You gotta. We gotta be face to face when you say that because the tension builds when you say shit like that. But at the same time,
rude, a word.
Okay, you brought up a good valid point. I didn't realize this till you said it. It was the significance of the occasion, Thanksgiving, the holiday.
Thanksgiving.
That's more than just come over, meet my peoples. This is like, shit, you meet my peoples on a holiday.
On a holiday.
Where not many people come. You basically bossed up. You leveled up. You reached another echelon. So
he pulled the chick move. He pulled the chick. He pulled pull up at your crib.
Pulled up unannounced. Yeah.
But you can say like as the person, like as Canola, you can be like, nah, I don't think that's a good move. I don't think we should do that right now. It's too soon. But she didn't do that. She basically was like, "Nigga, you invited yourself." Now that's trash to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had the opportunity to be like, "Nah, I don't want you."
You can dub this. You can dub this.
People say things in arguments. People do say things they don't mean in the argument,
and that's why they broken up.
Yeah.
In my opinion, like,
but why didn't
say
you answer Issa's text? I mean, shit, you've been working with me. I don't care if you broke up with that nigga. You've been helping me with this damn thing, and then you just pop up.
I know, yeah.
Yo, bitch, I've been texting you. Your phone off.
She deserves a fade. She deserves a fade. Like, bitch, you was supposed to set this up. Like, you supposed to.
She don't deserve a fade. She helped her get to a certain point. It was
okay, but I needed your help.
I'm done.
What?
That means project. Wait, it's a group project. We made this a group project.
What?
And then all
A group project.
When I see you again, I'm gonna ask you about.
Is Canola getting paid for this? Did she get paid?
So you bringing money? You bringing money into this?
No, but
time is money.
But I bet you.
So my time is that you just ghosted me. That means what? That means what's up?
Okay, she's not getting paid for it, I bet you Canola will use this as a job interview or a reference on her. Hey, well, I put together that it was a success. I put together that such and such with her. I know I was a part of that project.
When she has to call Issa, when the job has to call Issa for the reference, then let's talk. So you
gonna wait? Nah. Some people not gonna wait for that karma, nigga.
Nah, fuck that. Nah, yeah. This is a group project. And then you just everybody. You don't get an A on this either. You don't get no.
Everybody has their day. That's what I'm gonna say. Everybody gets their day. So
you don't get
she's gonna get her karma.
And you had the audacity to show up too.
I'd rather you not even come. I'd rather you don't even come and see what it's like. Yeah, I feel that.
The audacity. But when she got there, what did she say? Oh, the vendors was hitting me up. I just wanted to make sure all the vendors were good. So she finished her role on task. She didn't have to have a conversation. What else needed to be done, Issa?
You owe me a.
When Schoolboy Q went missing, and I'm texting you like, yo, do you know? And you never replying. We have a problem. Like,
why?
Because your name, you're setting up these vendors. So if we don't make a lot of money, a lot of people don't come to. It's a failure. Then it's a failure.
But this is a prime example of not putting your eggs all in one basket. So she did the smart thing and moved on, which you're supposed to do, rather than be asked out. And
she taught her a lesson. Not a lesson, but she helped her break. She let her break through. She helped her break through. Instead of being dependent on other people, she was able to help her unintentionally help her. Not depend on motherfuckers. Like,
okay, good. I'm glad you said unintentionally, but that's not your job. That's not
depend on one person.
That's not your job to teach this lesson. Your job is to be a motherfucking accountable, responsible, and follow through. That's what you're here placed in this position for. Did you do that?
She not follow through? Because she didn't answer her text message, but did she not follow through?
You left me on red.
If I don't answer any of the text messages in this podcast group, am I not following through? And if you pop
up on a day of podcast doing what's your job, sure, you fall through. You do what you need to do.
The argument on the argument on Summer Walker says differently. Okay, that's
because no. The Summer Walker argument.
Release the tape.
The Summer Walker argument is because we're doing a job at that moment and y'all niggas are not focused. Don't forget what the Summer Walker argument was about, okay? Not the same shit. I'm gonna drop that unreleased footage. I'm gonna drop that shit. I'm gonna drop it. I want everybody to hear it. I didn't know I was going. Look, I went back and listened to it. Like, damn, a whole Summer Walker song. I went off. My fault, bro.
You felt that.
I apologize.
You felt that.
I apologize.
You felt that.
I had some.
And then he's like, Steve, I don't need you to mediate this.
I don't need no mediation. I know how to get my words out.
So now her and Condola, I bet she be friends with Condola. Issa's gonna be friends with Condola.
No, I wouldn't.
Condola and Lawrence will get back together. No. I'm sorry. Issa and Lawrence, they're gonna end up having sex.
No.
Oh yeah. So what was Lawrence? What y'all think Lawrence was going to say to her? Remember, he was like, "I got to talk to you."
I felt like it was going to be about about pulling up on her. He was trying to apologize about the whole pulling up on her.
Yeah, he probably would have told her that he broke up with Condola.
And then he probably would have broke that news.
He already did.
Well, she did. No, Issa didn't know.
Yeah, she found out at the block party.
At the block party, yeah. So, but
So our hot. stunning hot takes on Insecure.
I mean, it's a
It's a good
what we
show,
got to
right?
watch right now. It's what we got to watch right
Yeah.
now. What are we gonna do? What like literally? What shows about to come on? The only thing you can watch really is Netflix. But what shows we have?
Nah,
to
y'all
look
should
forward
watch
to?
For Life. If y'all don't watch that, that's a good show. Watch For Life.
For Life.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I've been watching The Last Kingdom. I just finished that. That shit was really good. It gave me Game of Thrones mixed with 300 feel.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm waiting on The Godfather of Harlem to come back.
Mm-hmm.
That was my shit. What else I'm thinking about? That's really about it. Everything else, it's about to be summertime. Nigga. I ain't about to be in the house watching
Ain't
TV.
nobody watching no TV. Ain't nobody watching TV.
It sounds nice.
Right?
It sounds nice. It was that first 80 day when it hit 90, niggas be like, "Nah, I ain't going outside. It's too hot." It gets to that point where it's too hot and it's like swampy. As soon as you go outside, you sweat. Niggas don't like.
I'm in the South right now. Y'all see me swiping like this. Like, nigga, it's hot out here. Boy.
No. And just for that apparent reason, y'all like to not like. It's when it's 90 degrees and it's 9 o'clock. Y'all don't come out to about 6:30 anyway.
Yeah,
so then just and then literally 6:30. Like there's no day moves. It's just all midday evening moves. So,
now you catching the end of a day party going into the night. That's 6:30 feel. You got in the Ozios for $10 and now you in Ozios all night.
Some niggas don't make it past the day. For real.
Yeah, that's real. Shit. I need that midday nap.
It can't be no midday. Oh, I guess I can't.
It can. If I go to sleep at 12, I wake up at 4.
That's a midday nap.
6. That's a midday nap. I'm good. I'm good for the rest of the night.
That's how you get your recharge, man.
Knowing your age.
Okay.
Nigga, 32 is on me.
Facts.
What else we got, man? What else we got?
What's up with this TLC fan mail?
Oh, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? The album? I was like, that was a bad rant. I was like, yo, you want to review the TLC album?
Yeah. You should do like Blue's Clues. We got mail.
I can't wait till we get back in person because
I know that's
we can use sound clips and shit. I can get everything.
Right. The jokes they can flow a little better too. Like, yeah. I ain't gotta wait for y'all niggas to. Oh, did you hear me? Wait, but you go. No, you go. Go ahead. Wait. I'm gonna say my joke. Wait, I forgot it.
Like, I ain't gotta wait for y'all Nelly ass internet to fucking stop laggy and shit.
Ooh. Well, we ain't gotta wait for you to say, hey, not wear a sweatshirt, cut on the air.
Nigga, I'm gonna sweat everywhere I go, so that's just me. cut the fucking arrow. Cut the fucking arrow on outside. I'm sweating right now.
Arrow on outside. All right, so
it sounds like a prayer to me.
All right, so if you didn't know, shit, I'm not even really ready for all this. So somebody else do this.
I'm not either.
George, go ahead.
We gotta read the whole thing.
I'm not ready for if you didn't know, you can send us your questions, comments, whatever through Gmail. You can email us at owltoastothatpodcast@gmail.com. You can send us messages on DM us or messages on Facebook, on Instagram at I'll Toast to That Podcast on our channels. Also leave your comments on the YouTube. And we do have toast
on the YouTube. You're an old nigga.
Yeah, I'm not really
on the YouTube.
Really ready for this.
Oh my god.
And this is our toast mail for the week.
All right, cool. This is from Jennifer. I've been employed ever since.
It's supposed to be anonymous. It's supposed to be anonymous, by the way.
He just made a name up. It is anonymous.
I thought he really said a real name.
I thought it was a real name.
Oh.
Let me start again since I was interrupted.
Tell us what Jennifer says. God damn.
This is what she said. I've been unemployed ever since graduation last year. I always get until the last round of interviews and they always reject me. I'm so tired of this shit. I've tried literally every fucking thing. Is there no way to go about this shit? I just give up and settle down as a stay-at-home mom/wife. Nothing I do seems to work. I'm a designer by profession, but I'm also in the U.S. with my student visa. I just got my master's degree and my student visa is almost over. I feel like I'm jumping over hills trying to either extend my visa. My future just seems so uncertain. With my fiance, our family plans are all dependent on me getting a job. And this is just the most bad luck I've had in my entire career. What would you do to kind of help me, or what would you guys suggest to fix her problem?
Okay.
I'll go first. I will say.
You gonna go first?
Yeah, I'll say. It definitely, especially in this job market right now with all this COVID shit going on, it's like a hard time for everyone, and especially like even people that's graduating out of college. She's got her master's degree, but people that's graduating with bachelor's degree coming out of college, it's probably going to be really hard to find jobs. I remember when I graduated from the real HU Hampton, that it was really hard to find a job, especially in something I want to do. My first job out of college, and it took maybe about 2 to 3 months to get, was doing customer service at a call center at Capital One. And that shit was like, I hated that job. So you might have to take a job you really don't like. I mean, you might not just to get some shit on your resume right now, and you can work and make some money now while you look for the job you really want. Or you can start your own shit. If you're a designer, like start your own shit, start your own hustle, and build up your portfolio that way.
I'm gonna say that. Yeah, I'm gonna say that every no is just leading you to the right yes. So every no you get in. I mean, listen, it takes a while, but every no that you get from these jobs is just not a good fit for you. And once that you get that one yes, you're gonna know that's a good fit. So just stay steadfast and keep doing what you're doing. And clearly, if you get into the last interview, you're doing exactly what they want. You know what I'm saying? They probably just are looking at other candidates, or it could be different variations or different variables that are working against you. But continue to stay fast in your praying. If you do pray, continue to go on these interviews. You know, go on every interview you can, and everybody that's saying no is gonna regret saying no, and you're gonna get that one yes that's gonna set everything off. So, and it may come in the last days. You may be all packed up to be deported back to where you from, and you get the yes 2 days before. You know what I'm saying?
Pastor Juan over
stay
here.
Steadfast.
Deported.
Stay steadfast. And,
Well, first,
just stay steadfast in it. For real.
She has a fiance, so she can easily get that green card through the marriage. That's what I picked up from.
How you know
he's from here? She could have someone that's
from here. He's from here.
How you know he's from here?
You gotta listen, brother.
It didn't say, well, she said I could just be a stay-at-home wife.
She said, yeah, stay-at-home wife.
I mean, shit. If that's shit.
That's where you start.
Yeah, some women want to be stay-at-home wives.
So let's go back. She said she could be a stay-at-home wife, but if she wasn't at jeopardy of losing her student visa, the stay-at-home wife, she would have never put that in the whole story. Like, she clearly either got married in another country, or that's the only thing I can see. They got married in another country, or they from a different country, and they both are here, or either on student visa or work visas, and she's losing her opportunity to be in the States. But go ahead.
Okay.
My opinion.
Yeah. Well, you guys pretty much hit it though. But I feel like she's just finishing her graduate or further education.
No, she finished it last year, so it's been a whole year without work. So that's rough. A whole year, but she can survive and shit. You've been eating. So maybe a stay-at-home wife is good. That's maybe shit. That's maybe that's your lane.
And maybe other companies don't want to sponsor her work.
That is the other thing. It could be that. That's a lot of companies, especially in this right now, what's going on. Like a lot of companies don't want to have to deal with that.
Sponsor that
because of the money and stuff that you have to put up.
Yeah. But yeah,
I mean,
maybe she's about getting your citizenship. I mean, that's the other thing I would suggest. You know, I don't really know the process in that, but maybe you should see about that.
Here's the funny part about that, like the citizenship test. If you ask 92% of Americans, could they pass that test? They're not gonna be. They wouldn't be able to pass it.
Citizenship?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the way we being led by a president, do we actually want to be a citizen here? Shit, I could go and be a citizen somewhere else, for real.
I mean, bruh, I was trying to go to Canada, but you know,
they always think the grass is greener on the other side.
Yeah, I mean,
they always think the side chick better than the main chick, and then she can't even.
Have you seen the grass over here? Because it's a little spotty over here.
Ain't a little spotty. It is spotty.
I'm just saying. Okay, so I mean, unfortunately, you just gotta. I don't know. You gotta figure out some shit. She gotta figure out some shit. Like get some shit moving. Like you should.
I mean,
start your own shit. Start your own shit.
What I would advise is to take similar to what Juan said, and just you might have to take a job that you don't necessarily want at the moment. You know what I mean? You do what you have to do for the income for the meantime. It doesn't mean you abandon your dreams.
Yeah, because the worst thing
you really want to do is abandon your dreams.
Yeah, she could be a stay-at-home mom. Wife.
Yeah, but that's not what she wants to do.
And then 10 years, she regrets her husband and her whole
regret
thing. Like
everything. Like,
is she for the streets again? Now she back in the streets and she for the streets again. That's the last thing you want to do.
Don't be toxic, Ty.
Right, you're being toxic right now.
Don't be toxic.
Steve having a good conversation.
I let Steve down. Steve let us down, so I gotta be toxic for him. Okay.
How I let you down? Why? How I let you down?
You let Nas down. You let Future down.
Nigga, I ain't let nobody down. I'm achieving my goals. But since you brought it up, are we done with this, or can we move to toxicity?
Let me finish. Hold on. All I'm saying, Jennifer, is every no is leading you to the right yes. That's all I'm gonna say. So just keep working. Keep trying to keep going on these interviews, and you will get the proper yes or the yes that you're looking for.
Also,
now go on to being toxic.
Wait,
Steve.
And also you need to maybe practice your interview. Maybe it's something in your interview skills. Maybe you need to find somebody.
If you get to the last interview, though, like you done made it past.
There's just somebody more qualified.
I feel like it's consistent. I feel like her interviews, because like you said, because she's been making it to the last round, it's been consistent.
Or maybe your portfolio is not that good.
It could be a number of things. It could be resume. It could be they have a lot of, you know what I'm saying, they have somebody internal that they wanna go with. Like I've had that happen to me in a couple of interviews.
It could be nepotism. It
could be sexism.
It could be
sexism. It could be a whole bunch of shit going against her.
Right.
It could be that, or it could be they just found someone that portfolio is a little better or more experience. Because all these jobs, they want you to have 10 years experience, but it's an entry level job. So
with a master's, don't forget.
How am I gonna have 10 years experience?
What do I need for 10 years?
I got a master's degree. That's 8 years. Oh, that's 6 years right there. Shit.
Right.
Okay, but we are done with this. Now we can go to being toxic.
Oh my God! Oh, you just so happy and excited.
I was joking, but no. When you said this, I was like, oh shoot! The first thing that came to mind was Future and your Tyrell's favorite guy, Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Why are you putting that nigga on me? Wait a minute.
Why
you putting that nigga on me?
That was okay. So she kids out. I guess the story is that I read. The baby moms jump out the Lambo with another rapper.
So, Rich the Kid.
Okay, Rich the Kid. And then, the
who
king
has a
of
baby by
6ix9ine. Okay, so 6ix9ine's baby mother.
No. I'm saying Rich the Kid has a baby by
Tory.
What's my girl name?
Bricks?
Tory.
Bricks, yeah.
I think her sexy ass.
Yeah.
Salute.
Why even? I gotta see what 6ix9ine. I gotta see what 6ix9ine baby mama look like, because Tory Bricks is that youngin.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. That is true. He did have. I ain't even think that. I didn't peep that.
I'm here for that. Don't worry about it. I'm here to help you get there.
Yeah. Well, how that convo ended up when you went to go pick up the kid? How that convo ended up?
Yeah. Oh, you got bitches hopping out your Lambo? Oh, word? You got bitches hopping out the Lambo? Oh, okay.
They had to clean the car. You got to clean the car after you got somebody else in your car. You got to check everywhere.
Now you can't clean the car if you're on TMZ. Clean the car for what?
What you clean the car for? We already seen it.
Oh my God.
We already seen it.
Yeah, so
you can't clean the car, you on TMZ.
And so Future was like, yo, these niggas using baby mamas for props now. Yo, these young niggas is wilding.
Future. You got 9 kids.
Scottie Pippen's wife. This nigga took Scottie Pippen's ex-wife. Nobody remembers this. No one.
I do.
Future.
But,
yes.
Yes. But whole time, Scottie. I can see that, but Scottie Pippen and Future look the same. By the way, you got.
They got the same nose. They got the same nose.
These niggas put some dreads on Scottie, and that's the same nigga.
So you trying to say she got a type?
She probably, it looked like it.
She like niggas with long noses. With the long
Put some dreads on Scottie, and then that nigga created I Was a Drought in '92.
Toxicness of this podcast.
Oh well.
I love it. I'm here for it every week.
What are we gonna do for the summer though? Like, let's get back to the summer though. I ain't trying to let my summer go.
I ain't trying to let the summer down here. I feel that.
I'm trying to do a day trip to Ocean City next week. What's up? Who down? Ride out early one morning, hit the beach, hit the strip.
I gotta get my paperwork signed on that. I gotta check in with my parole officer, my PO.
Get your permission slip signed, boy.
Hey, yo, niggas ain't know you gotta get permission slip signed when
you may have to quarantine for 14 days afterwards.
Will it be worth it?
It's gonna be worth it. Secret.
It's just a beach. It's just a beach.
Is it no? But is that gonna be open? No, the beach is just open. That don't mean those venues are open.
That's just true.
Secret gonna be open. I talked to the owner.
All right.
I talked to the owner.
That water in Secret's definitely got COVID. So that's some dirty water.
That shit might be the cleanest. If you get in on the first weekend, it's the cleanest water.
It's probably clean now. Yeah.
If you go to the second weekend, all right, it's a little murky.
That and rehab water is super dirt. Rehab water is nasty. I'm not gonna lie, I got them both because I was drunk. You gotta be dumb. I got them both.
I remember getting out of that water. That boy, so many black people. I just felt black pigment was just erasing in the water.
So funny. That's the only time black people get in the water. You go to a pool party, we ain't getting in the water. So
Black people in 2021, we're gonna swim. All right, we're gonna get in the water.
We're gonna swim.
More than just our feet. We're gonna at least go waist deep like the movie.
You gonna go waist high? Where you go waist?
Least waist deep.
That's hilarious.
I don't know what it is with y'all. They go on vacation and act like water just kryptonite. Good gracious. I don't know.
Right.
Black people just need to learn how to swim.
Let's wrap this up. I gotta go.
All right.
I think I got it this time, by the way.
This one
I got you. No. I got it this time. If I ain't got it, then I'll cash app you.
It's his graduation weekend. Let's go.
So I just want to say that I have a better bet for you because if that person does get
No.
Wait. Let me finish. If that person does get six pack. He doesn't get a 6-pack. Only you lose something. But if he doesn't, it's no money. He didn't bet you money or anything. It's no like.
I want the best.
You should make him grow his hair out. No, you should make him grow his hair out and get a lineup.
Oh my God.
Wait, who's supposed to be getting a 6-pack?
Oh my
God.
I wasn't gonna say no names.
I thought y'all made a bet about me or some shit. I was like, well, hold up, wait. Cause I know I ain't getting no 6-pack.
That's a good ass bet. Yeah, both got something.
He can't grow his hair out.
He can.
That's the point. That's the point.
Just for a week and get it lined up. He hit it, and then he can cut it off.
Maybe, but August 1's coming. August 1 is coming, but anyway.
All right, so you're gonna close it. You're gonna do this. All right, if you're on YouTube, like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe button is gonna be right there. You can check the playlist of our past posts right there. Share with your friends, share with your family, share with your loved ones. Just keep sharing us. We here. We are we the streets? Are we sharing?
Yeah, we the streets.
We the streets. All right. Say it with confidence. We the streets. All right, Steve. Close it out.
We the streets.
Okay. Let's see. Everybody got something in cup. Okay. Here we go. We gotta get another toast, by the way.
No, you don't just scrap the. We got this. This is all I got.
It's signature. All right,
signature.
Look. All right. So if I were the liquor on the ocean, I would be a duck. I swim to the bottom.
Time out. If I were the liquor on the ocean.
If I were the liquor on the ocean.
On the ocean.
Same thing.
No, it's
not. No, it's not.
If I were the liquor on the ocean.
No, if liquor was the ocean and I was a duck, I'd swim to the bottom and drink my way up.
But since I'm not a duck.
Since I ain't a duck and liquor's in my cup,
Same thing.
time to get fucked up.
Yeah, let's get fucked up. Stay toasty.
Stay toasty. Steve fucking shit up.
So y'all know it.